We're in the Shinjuku district of Tokyo, the capital of Japan. Today we're gonna catch some UFOs. How's it going? Obviously we are not in Japan currently. This is my house, and I wanted to tell a little bit of a story, I suppose, regarding the real life achievement this week. Is actually not my achievement, it is Jasmine's achievement, and she's already performed this before. The first time we were in Japan back in 2010 actually, and that achievement is the double toy pole. And it's funny that I should mention this because I believe it was 2010 when the PAX Prime Omegathon final game was the crane game. And the guy who was performing the crane game, the two guys who were playing, one guy fell really far behind, and the only way he could get back was if he pulled the legendary double toy pole, or the DTP, where you have to get the crane and it has to get 2 toys or more. And they call that the DTP, and people were chanting it, DTP, DTP. It was a very, very hype moment at PAX Prime. It was one of my favorite memories actually from PAX Prime. A lot of the Omegathon finals are my favorite moments from PAX, and I really love the Omegathon in general because of that. But yeah, so the first time we were in Japan, we played a lot of the crane games, or as they call it, the UFO capture games in Japan, and we did pretty good actually. I think we got one of these like big Hello Kitty things, and Jasmine did indeed get a double toy pole, but we didn't record it because I wasn't doing recording stuff back then. What essentially happened was she was going after these like little tiny plushies, or stuffies as we call them. It's about this big, it's not very big, and as it went over to get them, the claw went in and it just nudged. One of them fell into the hole immediately, and it grabbed a second one, and so she got 2 from that. And that was the first time Jasmine's ever got a double toy pole, and she hasn't really gotten one since. But we were looking around the machines in Japan trying to find something that we could record, and we did indeed get one. So I'll let you guys take a look at that right now. So admittedly, the game itself was pretty easy. It was like a pile of things, and the claw was really, really good too. It was really, really strong. One thing that we did notice this time around when we were in Japan was that the UFO capture machines were a lot harder. They were way more difficult. The claw strength was really weak. That machine that we got all those Pokemon keychain things from, it was a really strong claw, which is weird because the ones all around it, next to it and all this stuff like that, they were really weak. Like we were looking at it like, hey, we can try for these ones, but no, those weren't a go at all. And it was kind of weird that that one machine was really strong. So we got quite a few of the toys from that one. I was quite happy about that. And we also got a clip from it as well. We did run into a few problems, like I said, filming in the UFO machine areas, like arcades I suppose is what they call them, was not allowed, and so we had to sneak the camera around and pretend we were taking pictures instead of filming all the kind of good stuff. We did get a couple of regular plushies. I'm going to grab them right now. We scored these bad boys from the UFO machines this time around. I think there might be a video clip of it. If there is, I will show it right now. Yeah, so we got these ones, and really it was very difficult. We actually had to bug the arcade attendant in order to get them, because every now and then you can bug the arcade attendant to reset the thing, because there's like a specific position that they have to start in. And as we went through, like after you spend about 1,500 yen, about $15, he's just like, here, let me help you, and just like kind of moved it right on the edge, and like bloop, it just went in. And I'm like, cool, we got it, right? And but I feel like kind of cheated system a little bit too, and I'm pretty sure if we weren't tourists, he wouldn't have it done. But yeah, so we got that one done, and we also got this one without any help at all. We got this one in 2 tries, which I think is pretty happy. But yeah, even $15 for this is not bad, because I think these things probably retail about 25, 30. The word for the fact that they're actually collector's items. You can only get these in the UFO catchers, and Japan's really crazy about collector stuff like that. If you guys do go to Japan and you want to try this kind of stuff out, try it a little bit, and it's not going to be easy. I can tell you right now, it is pretty darn difficult. I would actually recommend you try the lotteries that they do there. You're guaranteed a prize. It may not be a super great prize, but you might get something friggin' huge. And Jasmine is really lucky with the polls. We got this like really big, like literally, I'm not kidding, it's this big. I'm gonna go fetch it right now. I'll be right back. All right, so she got this thing, this big hulking thing. It's as big as my body, I suppose. But she got that from a lottery, and it was like a $5 lottery, and 500 yen lottery. And basically what the lottery is that you reach into a box, you pull out a thing, you peel it open, and it'll tell you what prize you want, and that is the prize you get. There was only 2 of these, and these were the top prizes, and they were a pain in the butt to carry back. But we did bring those back. And yeah, I like the lottery stuff better. Your guaranteed prize, I mean, some of the prizes are like, hey, it's a folder for your paper and stuff like that. But sometimes you get some really neat stuff. We actually got a few top prizes because Jasmine, like I said, is ridiculously lucky. We got this like Sesame Street Elmo water boiler that doesn't actually work, so I kind of packed it away already. And I got like a Spider-Man towel and a Spider-Man like little pillow, about this big, about as big as my head, I suppose. Anyways, crane games are cool. Double toy pole success. Congratulations to Jasmine. And if you guys ever want to try that out, go ahead, have some fun, but I don't recommend it at all. See you guys next week.